What's up, guys? Dr. Chris Park here. Look, I want to talk about starting medication assistance and preventing precipitated withdrawal because that is probably the biggest concern to people when they decide to stop taking opiates and they want to start buprenorphine. How do they do this without feeling horrible and miserable? No one wants to go through withdrawal. People don't want to go through withdrawal. They don't want to stop their opiates and go through withdrawal. They definitely don't want to start something like Suboxone that kicks them into withdrawal. They don't want to go through the pain. I get that. I understand. But you're going to have to make some sacrifices to get off opiates. That's just the way it is. And so, typically, as a general guideline, folks on pain pills and short-acting opiates, we have them, stop their opiates at 24 hours, okay? For 24 hours, they'll be in withdrawal, and we'll evaluate them. Now, that doesn't mean that at 24 hours, you're okay to start medication assistance. In fact, the hour is just kind of a general rule, right? We actually are using an opiate withdrawal scale, and you can look this up, the CALS scale, and that helps us determine when someone is ready to start medication assistance, okay? And then typically I will start a low dose and titrate up as the day goes on. I kind of, usually if I'm inducting, if no one's ever taken the medicine before, I give them a dose, and we monitor them, we see how they respond. I then give them instructions, throughout the day, and then they can call the next day and we can kind of discuss the next step. But typically we start with a low dose and then we kind of ease up as time goes on to prevent that precipitated withdrawal, right? So we're able to kind of monitor how they respond to taking buprenorphine. Now, the question comes, what's better, Suboxone or Subutex? And I really find this dependent on certain things. I know that most people tend to tolerate Subutex better, and there might be less precipitated withdrawal, but it is not, just the naloxone. That's not what's causing people to go into precipitate. I mean, buprenorphine itself can kick somebody into precipitated withdrawal. So it's not the combination pill of buprenorphine and naloxone. So, but that being said, a lot of people do seem to tolerate just plain buprenorphine better. Well, why do we use Suboxone though? Well, because some people abuse the Subutex, the buprenorphine, and so Suboxone does have some benefits to helping prevent people from misusing it, right? But from precipitated withdrawal, I can actually get the Suboxone strips, and we can cut them up into very small doses that are sometimes difficult to do with the Subutex tablets, and we can start and microdose someone and really kind of fine tune that induction to prevent that precipitated withdrawal, okay? That's not always a perfect process. That's why, you need to be in close contact with your doctor and, kind of have a lot of feedback and all that so that things can be adjusted as needed. Now, again, a lot of what we're talking about, when we talk about the 24-hour rule, we're talking about short-acting opiates. What about longer-acting opiates like methadone? Well, with methadone, you need to have tapered already down to about 40 milligrams a day or less before stopping, and then you need to be off methadone at least 48 hours, more than likely, before inducting. And that 48 hours, again, for some people, that's not long enough. They may need 72 hours or more, okay? But again, it's not just going by a timeline. We're using the timeline to get us to a place. Then we're taking your withdrawal symptoms and scoring that in a way so we can figure out, okay, now is a time we can start the medication assistance and more than likely prevent precipitated withdrawal, okay? So, our goal is to safely induct people in a way that they can start their recovery, because if we can't get people onto medication assistance, what good is it, right? So there are ways to do this safely, effectively, that will not make you horribly sick, okay? But like I've always said, you got to talk to your doctor. This information is not specific medical advice to you. It's just information that you can take and discuss with them, and have a better knowledge about what's going on as you start this process. I know it can be scary, but man, if you're abusing pills, if you're shooting up heroin, guys, you're putting your life at risk. I know you know that, but your life is in danger, okay? It is an emergency. You have got to get help. You've got to get clean. Please, stop shooting up. Stop taking street drugs. Go see a doctor today and get help, okay? A better life is possible. Every day, I see people that have completely turned their life around. I mean, that went from zero hope, or at least what they thought was zero hope. Maybe they had that little ounce of hope left, right? And they decided to take that small amount and try one more time. And now they're living a life they can't even imagine that where they've come from. You know what I'm saying? So guys, don't wait. Please get help. Go talk to your doctor and make the change. All right, guys. I'm Dr. Chris Spark. I hope this was helpful. Y'all have a good day. Drink some coffee. Nirvana. Peace.